Hello again, and welcome to Rascal Bricks. I've got another 5-ish pound box here. We're going to open and sort it. This is a continuation of well, this will be a new box for you guys. The second one, technically, though, in the first 9 that I've received. So we're going to go ahead and open it. Pull out the bag, throw that box to the side, put the bag over here to the right. Remember, we've got our Goodwill starter box for anything non-Lego. That includes all toys or bricks or whatever I find. And now we have a new bag here that we can go through. And just as before, we try pulling out the larger and put together items first. As you can see here, we've got a boat bottom. That is definitely Lego though. You can see that there. It says the Lego group on the inside. But the albatross, I think I already have one of these actually, these boat bottoms. Now, it's for sure a Lego piece. And then, we start with the larger things and the things that are put together. See, here we go already. Man, we're not even 10 seconds really into this. And look what I found. Now, this glue might not be as bad because this looks like hot glue. And hot glue can be removed. So we're going to take these pieces apart and find out how bad this is. So, see there? There's some hot glue there. But the nice thing about hot glue is as long as the person didn't melt the brick itself, the hot glue will come off. So this is still salvageable, and we're going to go ahead and, we try pulling off. See, I just pulled off that little bit of hot glue there, and look, the brick's barely scarred. Definitely usable still. So we'll put that put that piece of hot glue in our trash pile. Same thing with this little bit I pulled off here. And I try grabbing the bigger stuff off. The rest of this will come off in the cleaning process. So this one's not even hot glued under here, but this brick still is. So as you can see, I got it off for the most part. There is some hot glue in there. There is some hot glue right there on this brick, and I will show you what I do sometimes if I can't get my fingernail or something in an area. Well, actually, I managed to get that one. Very nice. All right, good. So see, I could salvage this brick. There's a little bit of edge missing there on that brick, but that's why these are used, right? But again, functionality still exists, so it is a reusable brick. This one, on the other hand, I'm going to pull out a very small screwdriver. Give me a second. No, just dump my garbage all over the place. Give me a second. Technical difficulties. All right. Back to this brick here. So we can take the screwdriver with a nice flat small edge to it. Just run it along the edge of the brick, as I'm doing here. And you're just looking to get rid of the bulk of this. I'll throw that in my trash pile, because the cleaning process will get rid of the rest of it pretty well. It won't be perfect, but again, the brick will be usable again, and that's what matters. I might, depending upon the outcome, I might not be able to sell this brick, like let's say on Bricklink or some of those other sites. At the end, we would have to see how well this comes out at the end, but I could definitely reuse it. So there you go. It's not too shabby. Brick looks pretty good. There's still a few small pieces of the hot glue in there, but salvageable, and I think we can clean this and get this looking perfectly fine. I can already tell, though, this bag's going to be a little bit more difficult in cleaning. Let me look at this door. Look at what's on that door. Yeah, that'll have to come off in washing. On the outside, you can see there's something pink, something. It almost looks like there was a sticker attached to it at some point. It might be even a little off-white because of sun. That's something else you'll encounter, especially with white pieces, is the sun will cause it to discolor. And again, functionality of the piece is still good. It's just not going to look great. That's what you're looking for sometimes. Here's another piece, right? I don't know if you can tell from this angle or whatnot, but this 4x10 plate has been bent, and it is salvageable. We would see, you could see it splitting though a little bit there. So we will try to bend this back later. After the cleaning process, we will try to bend it back into position and then glue it right at that break point, slightly on the inside. You won't even be able to tell that anything has been done to it. And it'll still retain its strength for the most part. I mean, again, I wouldn't use it in like heavy lifting, or whatnot, but for decorative purposes, this will be perfectly fine. And again, if you could hide it, and as long as it's still functional, then it's still usable. Let's see, there's something inside that pin. It almost looks like some more hot glue. We'll take the screwdriver to it to see if we can get it out, but if we can't get it out, yeah, my screwdriver won't fit in there. I might have to get something pointier and sharper in there. Pinhead will work sometimes. But the cleaning process will finish that out. Oh yeah, I can already tell this bag's going to be completely different than the other bag. Gah. Look at all that dust and everything in there. Gunk. But it's not dirty enough to the point where I don't mind sorting it into the same, box down here as I sorted the last box. We're not at that disgusting point yet. Let's just say it's filthy, but not disgusting. That is not a Lego piece. I'm not even sure that's a toy. I might end up having to take that and putting that in the trash. This might be. The silver is the right color. The handle here has a curve just enough for a minifigure connection. This might be a Lego piece. We'll stick that into the maybe pile for Bricklink to verify for us later. Okay, so that piece is fine. But you can look on these pieces. I don't know how well it's focusing, but there's teeth marks on these pieces. Now, I was going to go ahead and reuse this purple one. I might reuse, but this white one might be too damaged beyond repair. I'm going to go ahead and throw it in here, and I'll make a final decision after the cleaning. But that's right on the edge of where I would like to be for quality control when it comes to piece integrity and, what I think somebody would accept in a sell or buy position as a replacement piece. I mean, look at this. So this bag's already going to be a nightmare. This is not a Lego piece. So, well, first of all, the thing gives it away is the made in China mark. I mean, I know some Legos, from what I've read on their website, are made in China. Don't get me wrong. Most of it, though, is not. And the other portion of it is it has additional writing in here. It says CEC Entertainment Inc. So this is not a Lego. We'll throw that in the Goodwill box. Starting to question why I picked this box next. I mean, I had no idea opening it. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I know exactly what the contents of each box are when I go to open it. It's just, why this one have to be next? For your entertainment. That is why. Okay, look at this piece. So this piece has been chewed and deformed to the point where if it were to lay in layers with other pieces like it, it would push those layers up or make those not sit right. There would be gaps in your Lego build. That is why this piece is unacceptable. I could stand a few marks on the side, no problem, but at the point at which you start deforming the brick itself and it can no longer, you know, it even looks like it's bent a little bit at the edge, this brick's garbage. So trash. Oh, look what else you find. Same, this is what I'm talking about. These are those dental mouth bands for people with braces. I know because I used to have them. They come in varying types, but it's not completely rubber. It's almost like a plastic. Oh, and I dropped it into the box, of course. And it's going further. There we go. Oh, yeah, you'll find these. Kids. Again, kids. So, garbage. Also, make sure to wash your hands after dealing with Legos of the unclean variety after you're done with them. All right, so look at this piece. This piece also too deformed on the edges. It would cause the plates or anything next to it or on top of it or bottom of it to lift to cause gaps. We don't want that. That one is on the edge, though. I would say that one's closer to almost being salvageable. If I had some sort of way of shaving those edges, then yeah, maybe. But I do not. I don't know of any. If anyone else knows of one that's easy, feel free to share it. This bag also has a lot more smaller pieces and a lot less builds. Here we go. K-necks again. Interesting. But, again, K-necks. Oh, wait. Is that K-necks? No. I take that back. That is Mega Blocks. I thought it said K-necks, but I can certainly see the Mega there, Mega there, Mega there, Mega there. This is a Mega Block item. These pieces are in much worse shape. So here we have a piece. You know, like I think I mentioned in the first episode of the sortation process anyway, that I will keep stickers on if I find them. However, this sticker is almost non-existent, if that is even a sticker, a correct type of sticker. So I will put this in here, of course, but during the washing process, this will all come off. And just leave the normal purple background. This one, 2 marks again. Could be from a pet. But doesn't look like it's damaged enough to not be reusable. So we'll keep this. We'll wash it like normal. It might not be able to get sold or anything like that nature. I wouldn't consider necessarily, but for personal use, yeah, I'd still use it. Good portion of this dirt, though, and everything that's within those letters of the Lego branded studs will come out in the wash process, and this will look a lot shinier. You know, you can see there's some stud deformation in some locations, some edges that are a little rough, but certainly salvageable. Even their new Friends people aren't built this way. Friends minifigures, I should say. these Legos are in much worse shape than the last batch, for sure. So there's was a Lego piece on a Mega Bloks brick. Again, multiple teeth marks, deformation of the brick. I'm gonna put this one in the trash. The rest of this though looks fine. Slight deformation on the side. I think I can rub that off. It's reusable. It's on the edge. I almost want to throw it away, but I think in this case, you know, if something were hiding that portion of it, this side looks perfectly fine. So we'll keep it for now, but I may end up chucking it later. I do make those decisions even after the cleaning process. Not a Lego. This is definitely connects. That's definitely a connect piece. Must be like a miniature version of it though, because the pinhole is very small. I know that they have larger bars, things along that nature. Oh, this one looks like it got a little melted. Yeah. Yeah, trash. Interesting. So I can't tell right off the bat if this fan blade, there we go, focus, is a Lego piece. For sure, this piece is not, that it was connected to. So, because the mark on the edging there looks like a number, I'm going to consider this one to be not Lego. It's going to go in the not Lego box. These Legos here are for sure the reason why we do a cleaning process before we reuse or send any of these back out. There we go. If I couldn't have gotten that off, I would have used the Lego separator tool. Bricks got some teeth marks on it, but it is reusable, salvageable at least. Bar, again, flat tile technically, but teeth marks on it. Not deformed though, so we will try saving it. By trying to save it, I mean, you know, it would probably be for personal use if I'm gonna do anything with it. Batman's cape, yeah, that's not gonna work. Trash. This bag is almost nothing but smaller pieces, not a single. Looks like assembled, not really assembled. It's a shame. This piece is pretty clean all the way up to this point, this little last section. So the last section here is what makes this piece not very good. I'm gonna try to save it, but yeah, that one might be trash later. Other times you'll find things like this. The hook, the connector piece is bent. There we go. Focus. Finally focused. As you see the difference from the two sides, that's not going to be salvageable as much as I'd like to. Say I could pry that up and get it to connect again, but it's going to be so weak at that point to connecting to a bar. It's likely not going to stay. And anything like this I'll throw away as well, especially if I find any that are missing connectors. So this is why I keep this around. That way I can just push those out easy. Clarify that one here. Again, slightly damaged. Doesn't look like it's enough though to justify throwing that piece away. So we'll hold on to it. Ooh, I almost threw this one into the bin. Camera's having a hard time focusing on this one. Maybe if I put my other, there we go, put my other fingers next to it. This one has an L4 or something on one of the studs. As you can see, this stud's completely flush, no imprinted trademark or anything along that nature. Man, that's a good imitation. Other than those two pins there, this is not a Lego though, so it will go in that box. Look, a screw. See that? You'll find all sorts of things in these boxes. Found a kid's retainer in one. Yeah, it was kind of gross. There's all sorts of things you'll tend to find. Now, this one, sometimes you can get this out two ways. One is to put a brick up against it, try to pull it out in a quick manner like that. And then you can just come from the other side with their useful axle and just push the other one out. The other thing that sometimes works, when you get a skinny enough screwdriver again, this will focus, you get a skinny enough screwdriver again, you can actually shove it right between those two things and then turn it just slightly, and it'll pop in and out enough that you're able to grab it and pull it out with your fingernails. Those are the two ways that I found you can get things out of these guys if there's those small pins on both sides. Interesting. Oh, that looks like, oh, there's pieces inside of it. Come on. There we go. All right. Look at that. All of that was in that wheel. Happens when they're all bunched together like that. Oh, looks like somebody got paint on this wheel. Now, most likely, that'll come off in the cleaning process, especially if it's water-soluble paint. But even if it isn't, again, the functionality is still there. It's a wheel. The rubber outside anyway. And if you turn it to the inside, nobody would ever know, right? Huh. That's funny. Somebody stuck a syringe as almost a scope on this little Lego weapon. That's funny. These are both Lego pieces, though. Typically, I've never seen them put together like that, though. Some kid was clever there. Okay. This is not a Lego rubber outer wheel. Almost looks like those Hess trucks that used to be sold in Hess gas stations, if anybody remembers those. They went out of business a long time ago. But they're the trucks that they made. I don't think this was a Hess truck wheel because it usually would say Hess along the outside. They made some really neat model trucks when they were in existence. I don't know what that was. This one is probably going to take us some time. This is going to be trash. That's too damaged. That's okay. Just because of the number of small pieces in this box or bag that was in a box. All right, what's the purpose of this? Just being funny. Make sure I pull this apart right now. Come on. Got one. Just put it back in. There we go. I don't think that's a Lego piece. Oh man, that's really loose. I don't think that's supposed to be like that. I'm gonna keep it for now, but if all the others that I've already grabbed previously not acted like this one could be broken. Connects pieces, and that just verifies to me that that other one, without even looking at Bricklink, this one here is also a connect piece. And they just pop in like that. And if I'm saying that wrong, somebody correct me in the comments. I'm sure somebody will. They always do. Okay, dirty. You know, this upper tile and this upper piece here is dirty, but this piece, okay, I guess it's salvageable. For a second, I thought it looked more bent than what it was. All right, so look at this one. Almost looks like a full 2x6, but if you look at it closely, this edge is missing. It's broke. See? It was probably a longer piece, a 2x8 or a 2x12 or something along that nature. Snapped. This could be salvageable, at least for personal use, if I can find the other end of this in this bag. And it depends upon if this was actually a 2x6, it's just missing its edge, or if it was a 2x12. So we will put this to the side. Most likely this will be garbage. I want to know what some of you people do to your Legos. This is goodness. I guess some kids are just more destructive than others. And adults. All around. Connects. Probably edit that comment out. Here we go. Another broken piece. This one though is not salvageable, and I'll tell you why. One, because the edge and the curve. Yes, I could find the edge and glue it back on, but the fact that this has been tweaked down, if I were to try to straighten it after gluing, it would not work. It would not hold. Therefore, this piece is garbage no matter what. You can consider this Brad's quality control, Tarascal's quality control, if I want to start using my nickname, huh? It says LP. I see it now. LP. This is not Mega Bloks. This is another brand. Not Lego. LP is on the top. here we go. So what I've been looking for, figured I'd find it sooner or later. Second bag, surprise, still a surprise I didn't find one in the first bag. This is a Lego removal tool, extremely useful. That, especially since they started including it in most of their sets, has been a savior to preventing damage to Legos upon removal, because, you know, sooner or later you got to take things apart, and or even when you're assembling, you sometimes stick the piece in the wrong spot, and some of those spots can be difficult to pull apart by hand. This has made things so much easier. Absolute ingenious design. Has 4 different functions, basically, all in the same tool, and I even feel like there might be 1 or 2 more, but we'll put this to the side in case we need it again later. Okay, so in this case, because the string's not very good condition, very thin, we can always use a different type of string of our own type if we have to, and it's just wrapped around this brick piece. Most of the times I just end up ripping these off like that, and then saving the Lego, throwing this away if the string's in bad condition. If it's a good thick string, or if it's in good condition, then we will throw it in with the rest of them. Try to keep the bag out of the view so the camera doesn't focus on that. With these pieces, you have to look at the edges. Sometimes those are damaged, pinched together too tight, or too spread apart, or broken. Half of them broken or missing completely. That one looks okay. These are Mega Block pieces, looks like, or something along that nature, maybe that LP. I've just dropped that Technic piece in there, but it was a Technic piece, so. Dropped another piece in there. This piece is too badly damaged in my opinion. Toothed up, everything else to be reusable, especially being such a small piece. We have millions of these usually. Well, my back is starting to really hurt me. It's about the 4th video I've done today, but you'll probably not see them all at once. I am going to go ahead and take a break from sorting. My back is starting to hurt. And we will come back to this at a later time. Thank you again for joining. Hope you enjoyed what you saw, and hope to see you next time. Bye.